His lob is thrown down by Claxton. Here is Saraf, left alone, bounces underneath beautifully to Claxton for the flush. Good decision. Poor pass. Saraf able to dig it up. Thomas will fire and hit from three.
That's allowed them to run.
Thomas dishes out. Man attacking, dishing. Claxton in the paint, pumps it down, plus the foul. What a start for the Nets' biggest lead the other night against the Rockets was 5. Up 12 here, Porzingis leaves it, and Johnson finally gets Atlanta on the board. Claxton dishes out. Porter, 6 to shoot. Launches and hits with Porzingis. Porzingis, quick first move. Trying to get the angle, 1 to shoot. Young gets it off and floats it in. Against the Nets, only Michael Jordan has averaged more as an opponent. Porter takes it himself and hits the mid-range. Hawks 4 for their last 5 after starting 0 for 5, and Young spins that in, plus the foul on Saraf. Porter has it deflected. This is what Atlanta does. Mogay up ahead, and Alexander Walker lays it in.
Yes, correct. Yes, correct.
Here's Kennard connecting on a 3.
And they've shown a few little zone looks here and how they're making sure to protect the paint where there's just so much traffic.
Sharp and ooh, wow. Trae Young grabbing at his right knee as multiple bodies hit the floor. Both of them Hawks, not sure what transpired. It looks like it's going to put the Nets at the line though, and Trae Young is still... See Trae Young, he was having a conversation with Quinn Snyder as he came back out following Mogay falling into his knee. Was down for a while, stayed in the game, and you could see Quinn was probably telling him, hey, you feel anything, I don't want you forcing it. So Atlanta's had to use a couple timeouts early in this game, but more importantly for them, they're going to be worried about their 4-time All-Star points. Here's Wilson a little low. Gilman dishes out. Wilson connects on a 3. Good setup there from Jaeger.
Good penetration.
Harry Smart was getting ready to check in, and Jordy said, I'll wait to the end of the quarter. Alexander Walker splash on a triple. Yeah, Benaja's birthday. Happy birthday, Benaja. You know, I felt like the Liberty really missed Benaja this year. Her versatility, her toughness, the crossover between the organizations. The support is really awesome. Porter has it stripped. 7th turnover for Brooklyn. Kennard Euroing and gets denied. Knocked away. Gilman. 5 to shoot. Porter able to hit again. Michael Porter Jr.
Definitely feels more than usual. So the courts are always the same size no matter if you're in summer, regular season.
True.
What it is. So like it shouldn't be.
Here's Porter again getting to the mid-range and again hitting. He's 6 of 7 from the floor. Wallace off to Kennard, finds a seam and buries the 3. Kennard, he got it again. This time in the mid-range and gets denied by Porzingis, and Johnson wrestles it away. Jalen Johnson through the lane, banks it in, plus the foul. A chance for 3. 17-point Atlanta lead. Nets 0-4, Atlanta 1-3. Wilson, good look, man. Connects on a 3. To the backcourt it goes, 7 to shoot. Man getting up into Johnson. Claxton now comes. Porzingis, he got it. Terrence Mann very upset with himself knowing he didn't get it. But his first personal. Here's Porter. Guarded by Porzingis. Porter, another for Michael Porter Jr. He has 17.
It continues to build and why he feels that way.
Here's Claxton cutting through, up under and in.
Ooh.
Nick Claxton.
Okay.
Porter with 17. He's 7 of 10 from the floor. Alexander Walker cuts in. Can't finish, but Johnson, an athletic force, does. Here's Porzingis, 2 to shoot. Porzingis elevates and knocks it down.
Earning 6 All-Star nods with the Atlanta Hawks.
I think it was his buzzer beater against the Pistons when Jerry Seinfeld was in the building. And
So I just thought it was
not
an
even
amazing
Seinfeld
call.
for you, huh?
Nah, not in a bad way.
Porter floats it in. No, you just
support
haven't been exposed. Yeah.
Yeah, I support it. I just,
Starts the second half. Here's Porter. Off to Mann. Mann's jumper is good. Terrence Mann. Here's Mann. Now with Johnson on him. Not much going on here this possession for Brooklyn. Porter, he got it. Michael Porter Jr. dialed in tonight, has 22 points. He's 9 of 12 from the floor.
so efficient on top of it.
Johnson, Euros, and
Overs and the discrepancy of it in that first half. Again, something Brooklyn has got to be really mindful of here in the second to cut back into it.
Thomas finally gets a whistle and finally gets one to drop. The alley-oop. Nets down 9. Porter. You bet. Michael Porter Jr. with 25. 9 points, 5 assists for Mann. 4 of 6 from the floor.
He's made some nice defensive plays.
Oh, nice take from Gay. Double comes. Wallace over to Gay. Back to Wallace. His 3 is good. He's outscored Brooklyn's 40 to 11. Now Atlanta is down a starter in this game. Trae Young left in the first quarter with a sprained knee. Nets turn it over again. 15th time so far tonight. And Gay. Ferocious throwdown.
But then the lack of the get back, identifying, picking up the basketball, trying to slow things down.
Thomas knocks down the 3. Atlanta 8 to shoot. He Wallace eyes the clock. Deflected. Alexander Walker swooping in and laying it home with the left hand. A 3. The number 8 overall pick makes it an 8-point game. Bernard quickly down the other end, cashes in. We talked about how incredible it sounded in that moment. Nice play to begin the fourth, and Clowney lays it in. Ryan Ruocco, Sarah Kustok, Megan Triplett with you. Porzingis buries the 3. Our producer Josh Isaac, director John Purcell. Quite a few, I think, legitimate gripes for the Nets. Martin swings sideways and lays it in. Around Porzingis, a chance for 3. Picked up his dribble, finds the cutter, but the denial from behind by Daniels. Wilson wanted a goaltend. Here's Johnson on the other end, giving it up, and Okongwu slamming it down. Rebound, Risacher. Risacher can't finish it. Okongwu keeps it alive. Johnson buries the 3. And so the Nets able to retain possession as Claxton just tosses it in. Here's Porzingis. Draws 2. Alexander Walker slicing, laying, and finishing with a sprained knee. Thomas bouncing away from Kennard, and that soft, feathery touch. 4:15 to go in the 4th. Alexander Walker connects.
And once again,
Down 10, under 4 minutes to go. Thomas finds Mann. Martin the 3. He got it. Johnson into Porzingis. 8 to shoot. Porzingis with Mann on him. Porzingis drops it in. Just using that size. 2:07 to go. Nets down 7. Plenty of time left. Claxton storming up under and off, but Mann is there. Here's Porter firing away. Can't hit. Martin the rebound. 10 seconds left. Thomas will launch. No. Rebound Atlanta. And that is going to do it.